We can also,
Yeah.
Viva communism, viva! Phambili ne-communism nomkomanisi phambili. Comrades, greetings from South Africa, from the unemployed, the poor, the working class, and the workers in general. We pledge solidarity with your struggles. We pledge solidarity with you and want to emphasize the importance of building organizations, because workers have to have their own organizations, because it is in their organizations that they will build themselves independently, of state. So workers in Boeing workers in Seattle, we are with you as you build those organizations to carry on the struggles. But you need strong organization to carry the communist struggle. And the metro workers in Los Angeles, we need to emphasize the importance of building strong organizations. As workers everywhere, it is important that it is important to understand that we've got nothing. We only have got our labor power, as workers, which we sell to employers, and the employers buy the labor power and give us, the wage. So as we have this, as workers, as we have this our organization and our struggle should be to end, wage slavery, because that's what is keeping us. That's what is making the bosses grow bigger and ourselves grow. So the important, as we form our organization should not be reformist, should not be reformist, but should be revolutionary. And the garment workers in El Salvador, and to the garment workers, and we pledge solidarity with you. We are with you in your daily struggles, as you also work towards establishing, or work towards growing your organizations. We also emphasize the importance of that, and teachers and students, and workers in other areas. It is important that we also understand that it is important that your struggles you are not alone in your struggles. Do not think that as you struggle in Seattle, in Los Angeles, it ends there. It's not. Your struggles have got impact, everywhere in the world. What you win there, what if any, will also translate into victories for workers in other parts of the world. But the importance is that this is what we must do, is to ensure that our struggles are not taken over, by what is happening now. You find the leadership, the top brass of the workers, they sell their sell out. What they do, they are easy to agree to bosses, to make deals with bosses that betray, the struggles. So we must guard against that type of, phenomenon, and it's happening everywhere, where the leadership, the top brass, takes the workers' struggles and then sells out. So those are the things that are important. And in order for us to root out, because what is important, what we must do as workers, to root out those that we do not want, because they are not going to take our struggles anywhere. We're going to move around in circles. We're going to move around in circles and not achieve, because our final goal is to establish, is to build communism, to have communism, so that, and that type of society is a society that not only frees the war that is imminent, that might take place now, is going to result in massive loss of lives, and that can be prevented only by workers fighting for communism, fighting for revolution, not reforms, because reforms will lead to the extension and of the very same system that our workers are made to think that they are going to topple. But in order to topple that, we must do away with all those things. Give out, the red flag, that we've got, and then people, the fews that we've got, are going to ensure that we continue, to make meetings, to meet with the companies that we've got, and then we're going to expand, the network through each other, recruiting, one recruiting the other, etc., etc. And that is what we are hoping to do, and we're going to do that using the red flag, because we believe that that red flag is the material, is what we've got as workers, not the media, the print media that belongs to the bourgeois, but is the media that we're going to be using to write letters, to write our frustration, to write stories, to write our own experiences in the world regarding everything. And that's what we're going to be doing, building, the working class, building by organizing ourselves into small cells that are going to be able to expand in the network, and maybe take in no time that we are going to make sure that everything is not only here in Port Elizabeth but elsewhere in all these all over South Africa. We're going to ensure that goes, because by writing stories in the red flag, etc., by distributing these to everywhere, we are going to ensure that it not only stops here, but it goes everywhere. Aluta continua, amandla awethu.